How's it going, everybody out there? Welcome back to Biblical Truth Central. It's Brother D, and I'm back with another video. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you too. Everywhere I look, everywhere I go, everybody is talking about them getting vaccinated. And honestly, if people cannot see that this is not just people going to get vaccinated for safety precautions, then I don't know where you've been for the last year or so. The agenda is at hand to see who is going to adhere to what fear has brought into this society. People want to get back to normal. People want to go back to work. People want to be able to hang out. And they're willing to compromise themselves, to expose themselves to something that has no research, that has no promises of even working legitimately, but yet it's probably the most talked about and trending action that people are taking part in. You know, we go out in public and, some people wear their COVID cards as a badge. Like my wife was at work and she said that there was a woman who came into her place of business and she had the COVID card, like right there, pinned on her, like, look, I've been vaccinated. I am safe and you can be around me. Come give me a hug. Yeah, that's pretty much the feeling that you get, like, I'm safe. And it just makes me wonder, like, how are people or places of business, I'll say, going to be able to decipher who has taken the vaccine, who hasn't taken it? You see, I live in the state of Florida, and here the mask mandate has been lifted. In fact, now it is basically an option if you have been vaccinated. If you've been vaccinated, they say it's up to you whether you want to wear the mask or not. And they've put businesses in between a rock and a hard place. Basically, it's against the law for anybody to ask you whether you have been vaccinated. So you're kind of on the buddy system when you go into these businesses and you don't wear these masks, because they can only assume that you had taken it. And I, for one, I'm just observing society. I'm observing the actions. I'm looking on social media. People are posting it. I'm just getting my second vax, and the first one made me sick. Let's hope this one doesn't. How crazy does a person have to be to take a second dose of something that made them sick the first time around? No disrespect. I'm sorry. No disrespect to anybody out there who has gotten it. But there is absolutely no respect for those of us who choose not to get it. It's like, if you get it, hooray, celebrate, congratulations, like you have just achieved some Nobel Peace Prize or something of the sort. But when you say, no, I'm not going to get it, I'm not, why? What's wrong with you? Don't you want to be safe? Don't you care about your family members? Don't you care about other people other than yourself? It's not that I don't care about other people. It's that I care about what I put in my body. It's my body. It's my choice. Does that sound familiar? My body, my choice. And each and every human should have that choice. It should be left up to them, and they should not be judged for it. Okay? So whether you take it or whether you don't take it, it is completely your business. It's up to you, and nobody should give you a hard time about it. But unfortunately, in the world that we live in currently, that is driven by sheer fear and dictatorship, people do judge you. They do. Eventually, mark my words, there's going to come a time where choices are going to have to be made. Like real life choices over this, because what we are seeing right now is the earlier in the earlier implementation of this whole ordeal, because right now they're giving you a choice as far as whether you want to take it or not, but they're making it difficult in certain aspects of life, or the quality of life, I'll say, for certain individuals. Like if you want to travel, you have to be vaccinated. If you want to go to, certain employers require their employees to show proof of vaccination for them to take off their masks. You see what I'm saying? They're making it difficult for those who choose not to do it. So it's really not fair at all, because it discriminates against the choice of the freedom of choice, I'll say, that we as human beings have at getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. Again, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you don't want to do it, like myself, you should not be ostracized. You should not be judged. You should not be looked down upon. You should be not looked at as the bad guy. Because if we're going to look at this from a fair perspective, there are people in this world who want to be treated equally. There are people in this world who don't want to be judged and who want to just be happy and want to just live their life and not cause any problems. There are a certain group of people out there, I think you know what I mean. We are no different. We don't want concoctions from wherever inside of our bodies. I don't want it. I don't want my kids to have it. My wife, none of us. That's just us. It doesn't make you a bad person just because you choose to do it. Doesn't make me a bad person just because I choose not to do it. You know, all of the pointing of the fingers and the judging and so on and so forth. I can see them trying to blame people who are not vaccinated for a spike in numbers, which really makes no sense, because if you put so much trust in this vaccination that it's the solution of preventing the spread or stopping the spread, then why would you be upset if a minority of people are not getting vaccinated, but the majority of people are? So that tells me that a small majority of people who have not been vaccinated have the power to really continue to spread all over the world when most people have been vaccinated. Makes no sense to me. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. It's never made any sense, and it never will make any sense, because the whole agenda most definitely is from the enemy. The world is under, just like the book of Thessalonians tell us, the world is under a strong delusion right now. It's so strong that they do not recognize rationale or truth. If it hit them in the face, they don't recognize it. All they do is operate on fear. All they do is listen to the media, get spoon-fed the media. They do no research whatsoever, and people just cave in to pressure. Now, if you're a believer in Christ, you can't cave in to pressure. If you're somebody out here who does not want to take this stuff, then you cannot cave into pressure. There's going to come a time when they tell you, hey, if you want to work here, you got to get the shot. Well, what are you going to do? Yes or no? If you want to leave the country, you got to get the shot. What are you going to do? Yes or no? They say that it's by choice, but still the circumstances and the loops circle it back around to making it to where it's very difficult for those of us who choose not to do this. This is a very wicked plan. And there are some people who genuinely believe that they're doing the right thing, but they're deceived. They are deceived. All we can do is pray and keep hope. That's it. Keep it moving. If you are somebody out there who is a believer in Christ, we can agree to disagree. If you want to get vaccinated, then that's your right. I'm not judging you, but please do not judge people who choose not to. Okay? Don't you think it's kind of weird how people are parading around about getting a shot? Look, I've been vaccinated. I got my second dose. Then pretty soon you'll be getting your sixth dose. You know, I just wonder, since a lot of things are like tied into numerology, if there's a sixth booster shot or dose, I wonder what's going to happen. Keep your eyes open. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.